How's everyone doing? Welcome back. Oh wow. Okay, Mayor is calling a disaster at nearby printer. Okay, so we're gonna have to transfer a ton of prisoners over. Well, that is great. Welcome back, guys. And as you can see, there has definitely been some changes here. So basically, what happened was I thought I saved the game, but apparently I did not. So I've basically gone through and kind of replicated to the best of my abilities what we have already done and what we have already built. So we got the workshop back in. I did remove the chapel, place it here, and I did actually extend this canteen. So now we actually have a bigger canteen here, and I'm trying something new. So I've gotten rid of the doors and left just the metal detectors on each of these areas, so they should be able to move much faster now. And then I've kind of gone through and did a couple of metal detectors, not all of them, since it was kind of hard for us to actually remember where all the metal detectors were. So, we have, to the best of my ability at least, try to mimic basically what the prison was looking like, and then we did add back this mail room here as well as the kind of utility center, and we did get rid of the solitary and the other, I think this was a dorm that was chilling here, but yeah, so I try to the best of my abilities to make sure that this works. One thing that I didn't get actually to do was actually add in these solitary cells, but we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Now that we actually have the money to afford these solitary cells, let's go ahead and do this. Oh my god. Yeah, look at this just line of prisoner buses waiting to drop off whatever prisoners they have for us. And we are way over capacity right now. So we need to really kind of book it in terms of getting a cell prepared for the rest of our inmates here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually keep this pretty tight since this is solitary. We don't need to be too worried or too concerned about the inmates here. I'm gonna go ahead and start from this side like so, and then the addition of this solitary should really help us out in terms of the growth for the next few. Then we're gonna have to go and do the electricity that goes all the way through. I'm gonna try to just do one electricity run right through that. Oh, and then of course the large pipes as well. Can't forget these. Oh boy. But yeah, so we're getting some progress back to where we were at, which is great. This canteen is much bigger now, and we have, like I said, done these changed the doors out for just only metal detectors, and hopefully that should speed up the process and prevent any congestion that was happening. And that might be able to, I'm not sure if it actually will, but at least it might make the prisoners travel a little bit faster through everywhere and not have to deal with the crowdedness of everything. Let's go ahead and lock that open for now. But yeah, there's never a day in this prison where we don't have a riot, and so oh boy, and we are way over capacity now, over 100, which is basically just another one of these cell blocks. Oh, I forgot to move this actually. Let's go ahead and dismantle this and rebuild it. We just have deaths everywhere, but I think we're doing a better job at least of looking for or finding contraband now, which is good. There's just a huge gaping hole here. We're gonna go ahead and add in some more drains here. We don't want any water flowing out of this area. Oh boy. But yeah, so we're doing a pretty good job here now, of getting everything done. Oh, these are, I do not want to zone these yet. No, 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 no zoning. Like so. Our workers are really dumb though and have decided to put in the doors now, so we're gonna have to put in some patrol here, just so we can have some people opening doors for the newbies, for the workers here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And oh my god, so many deaths. So many deaths. Look, we have 642 prisoners with serious complaints, and it's increasing. I think we might want to take in a couple more armed guards. Maybe that'll help settle down, or calm a couple of these prisoners. Everyone's going off to shower. I just don't understand why they just end up crowding up here. Like, why don't they actually shower if you guys are complaining about being dirty? I don't know. Sometimes these guys just don't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, we just have so many people. And look at this just massive line of things waiting to get in. I think we have basically a lot of congestion right now. So much congestion. So that's slowing down our intake. I think one of the things we're gonna want to consider doing actually now that I'm looking at it, since it's so backed up, I think that's actually causing a pretty big concern because it's almost halfway through the day now, and we still have supply trucks trying to come in with food or things. So that actually might lead to a lot of concerns. I'm not too sure. It's hard to say what everything is, and there's just so many issues everywhere. This person is green. She is sick and she needs treatment. I can't really do anything. Ooh, actually, is there a way? Can I? Wow, she can kill with a single hit. Dang. Samantha Chafer. Participating in terrorist acts abroad, 28 years. Holy crap, that's a lot of years to do time. And I did hire some more janitors to help clean up the area since, I doubled our janitor workforce because we have all this kind of dirty stuff going around the entire prison. And it just kind of looks disgusting. Oh, one thing that I did want to do is do Big Brother because I don't think we actually fulfilled all this. Yeah, we still need some more. Where is the riot happening? "144 prisoners are rioting." It looks like it's mostly just this area here. You guys could have easily just gone on and eaten food, but guess not. Now you guys want to have a fight. You can see just a wave of guards going through and leaving so many people unconscious. Wow. It's just literally a wave of like 50 guards going through the shower and just stopping and knocking out so many people. It just left a huge wave of unconscious inmates. Wow. That's pretty intense. And then our doctors are probably going to come over and have to do a lot of work here. Yeah, they've already kind of chipped away right now. There's just so many things to do. I think that alone, there's just so many people that need solitary. I think we might want to consider changing our regime a bit to have less solitary in it. Are there lights in here? There are not lights in here. We're gonna have to add in lights. You can easily just add in lights like so. Every other one looks like a good idea, or I'm not even sure how many that was now. I lost track, but that's pretty good right there. And then we have a couple of guards here patrolling and helping open doors and stuff. So we do have one more row of solitary that we can work with. I'm pretty sure it's not 200 something, but it's definitely something to work with. I'm gonna go ahead and actually deploy a couple in here, couple people here, definitely 2 in the mail room. And we're going to put some in the visitation center as well. Oh, this canteen needs at least a couple more. I'm thinking I'm actually just going to dismantle this door since we do have that opening right there now. Don't want to have too many openings. I mean, but it looks like the metal detector is making things a little bit faster or a little bit easier. And we do have this canteen here as well. We might actually eventually just connect all of this into one really large canteen for the entire prison. I don't know how smart of an idea that is, but it would be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and demolish this area now. We can get rid of these solitaries since we're about to come into a lot more solitary up in the new section of the prison, or the new wing of the prison up here. Yeah, we already have a couple of people in here, and I finally figured out that this green stuff I think is actually the bladder. So the I guess all of our inmates pee in green for some reason. At least that's what I think is going on. In my personal opinion. Oh, and then yes, we do want to make sure this is all done quickly. So we're going to go ahead and make these higher progress. And then actually we'll just do, I know it's not going to make much of a difference since there's only 4 cells. We're just cloning the last 4 cells here as well. Like so. And then of course we're going to want to start dealing with getting the other areas built here. I'm thinking it might be worth for us to actually spend some money and expand out. I think this is as far as we can go. I want some leeway, so we're gonna expand out like that, you know, and that should give us, plus the daily cash flow, should give us a pretty big area to work with, and then we can start planning out the rest of the prison in terms of the cell block. Since this entire area up here is most likely going to be cell block just only, to get more prisoners in. And I'm still gonna stick with the 1,000, I think, prisoners, because I don't think we're gonna be able to get any prisoners to pass this foundation education. And I think we could do something like sell the prison and start fresh for season 2. That would be something that would be really interesting to do, actually, because I think our prison right now is valued only at 900,000 because we keep having, oh my god, that is a lot of deaths in the past 24 hours. So theoretically we should actually be 1.6 million, but we have a penalty of 700,000 because of deaths. So basically we need to be able to last for 24 hours before we're able to, or without a death, before we're able to sell the prison. So I guess that's actually like a challenge in and of itself, considering how many riots we actually have. So that might be something that we could look into too, in the series when we're actually able to sell the prison. That would be a pretty interesting thing. Look, we're just getting more and more deaths every single day. And it's just all happening whenever everyone's stuck in just this area here. Going from the eating to the yard is honestly one of the toughest things that we had to deal with. I really don't know how to handle that. I think one of the things we could do is either expand, like, because they all go through this one door. Maybe we just leave, like, this door is not even an actual door anymore. It's just a metal detector, but they still start rioting whenever they go into the yard. I really don't know. I'm looking needs. Maybe it's because they don't get fed all the way. Because we're feeding. Oh, the feeding thing. The feeding bar has gone away. Family. I really don't know. I really can't say. I wish I had an answer to it, but I don't. We have several prisoners who are furious about these needs. I wish there was an option for yard/free time. I guess we could just do free time here. Everyone will get free time, and maybe they'll be able to use that to shower. Maybe, just maybe. Actually, what if we put shower at the end of the day? Let's try that. So they have 2 meals today, and then we're just going to do free time in the middle here. So we're going to be a little bit more lax in terms of what we are allowing the prisoners to do, and maybe by giving them the shower at the end of the day, everyone will be a little bit more happier. Since we do have mostly maximum security prisoners anyways, there's no point in trying to set the difference between minimum and maximum. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that happen. Let's see. Anything else for us to really do right now? Not at this moment, really. We can't do anything because we are short on either money or space, and then we're gonna have to slowly build some more cells up here, and cells are pretty expensive to build, so it's going to take quite a while to actually get done. I think what we could do though is actually maybe add in some solitary, since I think solitary is relatively cheap to do. If I do say so myself, let's go ahead and do that, and just go ahead and zone in the solitary here like so, and then we're going to go ahead and start from this end. So we've already fulfilled all of our, we made quite a few solitary, but it did cost a lot of money for us to make. So yeah, you can clearly tell that this is going to be a long process, a very, very long process probably. I don't know why there were brick walls in the middle there. Oh shoot. There we go. So we don't have any issues with the walls here. The electrical we're going to need to build. Just go ahead and go down. And then the piping we're going to need to go through, which we don't have any money for. Wow, perfect, great. Okay, and we're going to have much less money because each time they build a solitary door, it's going to take a little money out of our pockets. All right. So really we can do nothing except for wait for the next wave of prisoners to come in, and that's going to put us at 900 prisoners, but we are already over capacity, so we're going to have a couple of issues very, very shortly. I honestly don't know where those extra prisoners are actually staying, because they're not staying in the holding cell clearly. I don't know exactly where they are staying, and the dorms are pretty full right now. Maybe it's just we have so many people in solitary that we're actually able to kind of fit people in there. And I wish there was a way for us to force them to move those boxes back into the storage. I don't know why they don't do that. Is it because our storage is really full maybe? I don't know, but it bothers me. It bothers me quite a bit actually. Go ahead and finish the utilities here. Like so, since we clearly won't be able to afford any of the actual solitary. Go ahead and do a quick build here. Yeah, see, it costs 3,600 for basically the 6 solitary rooms that we normally get out of this. Which is fine. We're gonna just slowly, tomorrow we're gonna get 60K, and then I think we can actually fit quite, I'm pretty sure this is at least 100 solitary rooms, and that might be able to help us in terms of getting everyone back in solitary. I feel like if we can fit the majority of our prisoners actually in solitary, we'll have a much easier time dealing with them later on during yard and everything like that, because I feel like the prisoners in solitary don't actually get an opportunity to leave. I've actually never specifically looked at that. Maybe they do get the opportunity for yard, but I feel like if you're in solitary and being punished, you wouldn't have that chance. But that might just be me. Don't know. Be interesting to find out. Okay, let's go ahead and zone this like so. And of course there's a riot, always a riot right in the morning. As soon as we let prisoners out of their gates, they have a riot. And of course we're gonna have another death today. Like, there's honestly just no way for us to get through one day without a death at this point. I really am annoyed. Oh, we can finally dismantle. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle this table here, since this table is clearly in the way. This set of tables here, and then we're gonna move the tables probably out here, and maybe that'll help in terms of stopping the kind of the little mass kind of stuff that's going on around here. Everyone's kind of getting stuck here, since there's clearly prisoners that are able to get out and do their own things. I don't know why they all end up getting stuck in this one little corner. I think it is the table, but I feel like if I were a human and I saw a table in front of me, I'd just walk around it kind of thing. Like, I don't know why tables are confounding the entire game, but I guess it's a game, so maybe they're not exactly built to be really smart about everything. All right, so that should be the next row of, oh shoot, we did it again. We have those walls in the middle there. Let's get rid of these walls before they build them. I think they only actually managed to build one wall. Oh, they built a second wall. So let's get rid of these walls before it's too late. Or I hope before it's too late. And then we're also going to need to do some deployment here and start deploying a lot more guards here to open doors and stuff for this set of solitary, like so. And make that a priority for us. There we go. So now we have access there. Okay, 46k left. Riots everywhere, because of course riots. What can we do here? I don't even know what these gardeners are actually doing here. They look like they're not even doing much. Like they're not even really cleaning anything. I mean, I guess you're kind of cleaning things. You can see it's starting to disappear. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to do there. One of the things that I am interested in building though is another infirmary, probably somewhere either on this edge or this edge, since we do have a lot of people actually who are getting hurt. Go ahead and let this car through. Clear up our lanes here. Let all these cars through finally. Okay. So going back to what we were doing, my bad. I just completely blanked out. So what were we doing? Oh, yes, we're gonna put in some more tables in this yard here. Like so. Just a set of, another 3 tables I think will be good. We're not, trying to give them too much. Maybe even a couple of phone booths will help appease some of these guys with lights in between. We could do a couple of weight benches maybe here, like so. And we could do a common room somewhere. That might be good. Thinking what else we could do here. Oh, let's go ahead and close up that wall. And then I'm thinking it might actually be worth our money right now to just build in that next set of solitary. Something like so might be good for us. And we almost made it all the way through to fulfill everything here, which is absolutely wonderful. Let's go ahead and do that. And I do want to do the utilities before we start getting any complaints, before Beast becomes really hard for us to actually do. And I want to make sure that doesn't, we don't accidentally do a concrete there. We're going to go ahead and deploy some guard patrol. Actually, I don't know where it's going to be, so I'm just going to let it build for now. But we're going to have to add in one more guard patrol down here to help out. And some of these walls did not get built for some reason, so I'm going to go ahead and manually put those in. I don't know what it was that caused that to happen. But anyways, that should help us along there. And of course, there's a riot. There's always a riot. You know, I mean, at this point, is it even like a actual concern for us since our guards do such a good job, like I said, of quelling any riots? Like, look at that. It comes up and then it disappears. I mean, I know it causes deaths, and then we can't actually sell our prison because of the safety and security issue. But hopefully, eventually, you know, it'll work out well. Hopefully, we can keep dreaming. Is basically what it is. I'm thinking I might actually do one last row of solitary and then finally just make this flush against the wall and close this off. And then actually maybe we can even just open this area now as solitary once that gets done actually. Yeah, I think that it might be worth getting done since solitary is a big concern for us right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish up these two sides here and then get some deployment going. Just some guards through here. And then we're going to probably want to hire as many more guards as possible. Yeah, so I'm going to do one more row facing outwards and then just the wall here to block everything off. And I think that would be good enough for us in terms of getting the rest of this done. I like that idea. And then we're going to be able to open up this entire wave of solitary, and we're going to have a lot of inmates coming through for solitary. But I think that's good. So yeah, these inmates that are in solitary look like they don't get free time. Why is there two doors here? I'm not too certain. I'm going to go and dismantle one because that one looks really weird. I think everything else is okay. Yeah, it looks like everything else is okay. Yeah, so it looks like our solitary prisoners actually don't get yard, which might actually work in our favor. Wow, these are the only ones left that haven't been under lockdown or that looks like they aren't in lockdown or something like that. And it is free time, so maybe people are in the common room. Yes, they are. Calling home, doing things. Let's go ahead and take a look at our needs. Safety is actually surprisingly not bad. You know, usually I thought safety is in the red, and I'm actually pretty happy about that. Freedom, what is it? Recreation, still just more common areas which we can build. The family is still having an issue. I honestly don't know what else we could do. We have a visitation area, and you know most of our visitors have always been able to visit whenever they want to. So I really don't know what else I can do to make it easier for them. No, I really don't know. Huh. I think the only other thing that we can do is we just don't have enough laborers in the mail room and the laundry. The cleaning cupboard. Yeah, for some reason none of our prisoners are actually working. Or we'll check during a work time whether or not they're actually working. Why are you guys rioting? I literally am feeding you like food. Yeah, at this rate, with this many deaths every day, we're just gonna have a bang up on our last day to sell the prison and make everyone super happy and not have any recent deaths. I think even in a bang up, we're still gonna have deaths somehow. Somehow we're gonna still have deaths. Unless the only way for us not to have deaths it would be basically to take away all the tasers or something from our guards, which you know they're kind of trigger happy, so I don't think they're gonna do that. They're not gonna react to that very well. So we're gonna go ahead, and I know we don't have a lot of money. Go ahead and put in, yeah, so we managed to fit in a couple more solitary, which is fine. I know I'm not expecting to put all of these in solitary yet. And we're gonna go ahead and do this and finish up the utilities, at least for this area. We can at least utility the area, which would be good for us. And then, yeah, this is just going to be so many solitary. We already have 360 people trying to get into solitary. So this should do us really good in terms of prison management. Yeah, and then these are, you know, the upgraded solitary with toilets in each one, which is actually much better than these solitary, which are just kind of just literally a 1x2 block. So they shouldn't complain as much. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more guard patrol right down this wall, and we'll put in 1, 2. Oh nope, 2, 3, 4, and that should cover that. These guys should now be able to get in and out with these guards helping them out. We will want to get maybe a couple more guards in since we have had some guards die now. I wonder what the, you know, the work quality is in this kind of field, since it's clearly not that high because we have so many people dying every day. It can't be very high. I don't have enough money for a full brick wall. We're gonna go ahead and start building the brick wall in this area for this kind of solitary gate, and then we're gonna be able to finally close it and then zone it as solitary, and that'll be exciting actually. I'm excited to see how this ends up going. Showers are an issue. We might want to put in some metal detectors in the shower so we can kind of protect our prisoners there and not. So the only deaths basically that we want in the prison should be deaths from guards tasering people incorrectly, not necessarily from the prisoners themselves hurting each other. That would be the ideal situation. Right now I think we're getting a mix of guards killing people and also the prisoners killing each other. So by cleaning up the streets essentially, right, we should be having an easier time preventing prisoner on prisoner violence. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and put in my 2 metal detectors now. Yeah, and then our little area here is almost done. So excited for this to actually be done. Can't wait to see how it looks once we get all these inmates in here. And then we're gonna clone. We don't have enough money. Money is always just a concern. But I mean, if you look at it, you know, we actually don't have that many prisoners complaining at night when they're all sleeping. So clearly, you know, at least the bed situation is happy. They're happy with that. 2 prisoners say they are treated well. You know, that's pretty good. I think that's actually not that bad considering our history of riots. You know, those prisoners are probably just, you know, they're the newbies. You know, they're the newbies. They haven't been initiated. Essentially, is what it is. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead and do this. And we can't afford it, but we're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this wall now. If I can afford it, and I can, which is great. And then maybe we'll do a metal detector down here, or just a 3-way metal detector maybe, to clear out. Or actually, I think we're gonna put it fully with a door. Should we do a large jail door? There's a 3 kind of area path here, so it would be a little bit weird for us to do a door. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and put just a regular 1-way door and then also a metal detector right behind it, and then it's already connected to utilities, which is fine. And we'll just have to close the door there. Since this is solitary, most of the people who are coming in here are going to be guard kind of escorted, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about prisoners getting kind of cramped up here. Or at least in my opinion, I don't think we should. Yeah, and then we're just missing this last chunk of solitary, and then we're going to be able to zone this I mean, we could actually probably zone it now even. Let's go ahead and zone it now and see how much solitary we have. So we started out with 148 solitary, guys, and we are about to get, I just realized we don't need to do that. Let's see. Like so. How many solitary did we get? 358. Wow, that's 210 plus however much is left here. So we tripled basically the size of our solitary, and that should definitely handle now the 287 people that are waiting. So that's exciting. That is actually very, very exciting, because that means that we will no longer have this issue of too many people waiting for solitary right now, which will actually help us out a lot in terms of just the logistics. We'll be able to kind of cordon off any misbehaving prisoners, which is great. And then this is going to be the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a final of 374 solitary with the addition of this new wing, which is actually great. And then now you can see basically the guards are slowly moving the prisoners in one by one. Oh, and just look at it. It's basically like a vacuum of prisoners. Look at that. Look at the pilgrimage almost. It just looks so cool, actually. And we should probably actually put some metal detectors in here, since this seems like a pretty good, solid area to actually have metal detectors in. Like so. I like this. Look at just the wave of guards bringing all of the prisoners through, and then we can knock down all of these, awaiting kind of prisoners. And yeah, look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. Just all these guards. Just a lot of movement through the night. It's like it's 5 a.m. and yet we are just transferring all these prisoners into solitary. All these cells are probably going to be empty at some point, and most of them are going to be in solitary, to be honest. But it's good. It's good. We're making some progress with the rest of the prison, which is great. And then I think the next step now would be actually zoning in this area and refilling the rest of, or actually at least building the rest of this building. And we're almost close to that 1,000 mark. We lose, I think, 15-ish prisoners a day, unfortunately. So we're gonna slowly get there. We're slowly getting there, but we are getting there, which is great. But yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.